Hi, my name's Salil Shringarpure, and I'm a graduate engineer here at Nova Systems, and I'm currently working as a compliance assurance engineer on the Wedgetail project. I studied an aeronautical engineering degree with a space engineering major at the University of Sydney, but I almost didn't choose engineering at all. I was really into economics at high school, and that almost drove me to a commerce degree. But I knew for a long time that I really wanted to do something space related. So doing physics at school ended up driving me towards engineering at the end. So initially I didn't know a lot about defense in uni and while I was studying, but it was, I guess, the emphasis on aircraft over spacecraft in the degree and the examples of military aircraft that we were given that pushed me towards defense in the end. All the really interesting examples of the innovative aircraft and technology that defense got to use is what sparked that interest. And it didn't hurt that for one of our uni assignments, we got to go to an aircraft museum and sit in the cockpits and cargo bays of retired military aircraft. So as a grad, we get to rotate through a couple of different roles and projects over the course of our 2-year grad program. So the responsibilities I've had have changed depending on the project or task I've been on. Prior to coming up to Newcastle for the Wedgetail and Peregrine projects, I was largely working independently on an internal system safety project and a number of business development tasks as well. On the Wedgetail project itself, I'm working as a compliance assurance engineer in the engineering management unit of the Wedgetail enterprise. I've also recently joined the University Engagement program as the secretary for that committee and the New South Wales regional representative. The average day for me changes fairly often depending on what tasks are delegated by the deputy chief engineers in my team. It can involve anything from reviewing and drafting different documents, attending and organising meetings for engineering tasks and forums that are going on, or assessing the processes of the Wedgetail enterprise for their compliance to the regulations, with a number of other miscellaneous tasks that I do. I think I'm really fortunate that the position and role of my team within Wedgetail gives me access to a broad range of different engineering tasks that are going on, so I get lots of experience in that. The number one highlight so far has definitely been sitting in the Wedgetail cockpit. As an aero engineer, there's no better feeling than being inside the aircraft that you're actually working on and supporting. It's also been really motivating recently to see some of the work from my previous rotations being used in upcoming Nova projects. So Nova is engaged with a lot of different defense projects, which means that there's so many different opportunities for me that I hadn't even considered at the end of my degree. In my current role and rotation, I'll be working on 2 different defense aircraft, the Wedgetail and the Peregrine, and that's already more than I ever anticipated. Nova's also engaged with so many other projects across all branches of defense, including UAS-related projects, the Integrated Air and Missile Defense Project, and a number of projects across fixed-wing and rotary-wing aircraft. There's also a growing space services sector within Nova that supports the Australian Space Agency, which will be a great starting point for that part of my career, especially since I've been so passionate about space for so long.